Hey everybody, it's Saturday afternoon, taking a break from watching football. Got to watch Iowa beat Michigan, pull it out of their proverbial ass again at the last minute. Actually, they scored 17 unanswered second half points, but they were behind by, 14, so did pretty well. Today I'm going to do another seasonal. Another winter seasonal. I still got a few more to go. This one again is from Bell's. One of my favorite Imperial Stouts, the Bell's Expedition Stout. Now, I've got some of these in the cellar. I know I've got at least one, hopefully two, from 2011. I think I got a whole six-pack from last year. So once I get through with this year's versions, I'm going to start pulling out other years' versions of some of these beers just to see how they've aged. From the website, it says one of the earliest examples of the Russian Imperial Stout in the United States. Expedition Stout offers immensely complex flavors, crafted specifically with vintage aging in mind, as its profile will continue to mature and develop over the years. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that is working. A huge malt body is matched to a heady blend of chocolate, dark fruits, and other aromas. Intensely bitter in its early months, the flavors will slowly meld and grow in depth as the beer ages. 10.5% ABV, as with a Third Coast Old Ale. Shelf life unlimited. It says dates available winter. Yeah. Good solid beer. So this one was, it says packaged on 7/26/13. So it's about 4 months old. So got a little age on it, but like I said, shelf life unlimited, so it doesn't matter. So little hiss, little smoke. Let's get this poured. And finally, I was never able to ever cellar beers until I actually started doing beer reviews. I think I may only have one of these left from 2011. If I do, I probably won't pull it out. I'll probably let that one go another year, and I'll just go with the 2012 being a year old. So yeah, good solid beer. Not much head. You don't expect that with 10.5%. Yeah, it's pitch black. You can't see a thing through it. Not even around the edges. It had a wisp of a chocolate covered head. It's just got a ring around the edge now. It looks like it might leave some light lacing. Definitely got some alcohol legs on it. So let's get a nose on it. Okay, yeah, it's a smoky overall. Getting those dark roasted grains, coffee, definitely some dark chocolate, bit of licorice. The coffee's kind of a burnt coffee. Just like I said, just a whiff of smoke. Some dark fruits in there, but not enough to really distinguish anything particular. Just your basic generic sweet dark fruit aroma. So let's get a taste on it. Okay, now that's super roasty, and as they say, it's bitter a little bit, primarily from the roasted malts. Yeah, I'm getting coffee. I'm getting a little either anise or licorice on this. Some lesser chocolate. It's not, there's a good solid chocolate there, but it's not as much as the nose would lead you to expect. Maybe just like a little burnt molasses. Finish is really sweet, and then it sort of transition into that dark roasted bitterness. It lingers a little bit. The aftertaste lingers a little bit. It's kind of bitter, but there's still a bit of sweetness there. I'm getting some milk chocolate up front rather than the dark chocolate I was getting on the aroma. I'm getting the dark chocolate and the milk chocolate flavors, but primarily the dark chocolate, but there is kind of a milk chocolate taste to it too. But those really, really heavily roasted malts and that bitterness, they come in quickly and kind of overtake whatever sweetness there is, that's for sure. I'm getting just a hint of some dark fruits, maybe like plums, not a really raisin flavor, but kind of like plums on the finish. Hints of a kind of a grassiness, probably left over from whatever hops they put in it. But really nice, almost smooth but roasted chocolate finish. Really creamy mouthfeel. It's medium full body to almost full bodied, really low carbonation. Drinks pretty easy for such a high ABV, that's for sure. Really, really smooth though, drinking beer. So let me sit. I will sip on this a while. I've been switching back and forth between Nebraska, Penn State, and Texas A&M and LSU. So I'll go back and sip on this a while, watch some more football, and then I'll come back and give you my final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's been 45 minutes for an hour. Yeah, I've been really enjoying this a lot. I really look forward to this every year. I'm looking forward to pulling some of those out of the cellar and give them a taste with some aging on them. Of course, I'll do them in front of you guys when I first try them. That's for sure. Yeah, overall, this is I've noticed as it's warmed up though. This is one that's meant to be drank warm. It had been out of the fridge maybe half an hour, 45 minutes before I poured it, but they don't warm up in the bottles very much, not as much as they do in these snifters, that's for sure. I noticed as it changed, it's become a bit sweeter. The bitterness has, that roasty bitterness has receded somewhat. And some of the flavors have come out, especially like that creamy, like milk chocolate flavor right on the very first part of the palate really comes through, and that the roasted malts and the bitterness come in a little later, more towards the middle of the palate than right immediately following the sweetness, but. And the sweetness kind of carries through to the end, but it's still overcome. There's still quite a bit of bitterness, and it's still overcome by the bitterness. But it's really got it. It doesn't have a no carbonation. This could be a dangerous beer if it wasn't. There wasn't so much going on that you wanted to sit and savor it. For sure. I mean, it's a tasty beer. If you didn't know any better, you could really chug it down. You could get yourself in trouble, because this would be an easy drinking beer. You don't taste, you don't feel the ABV on this at all. Just a good solid Imperial Stout. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to tasting what they're like with some age on them. But so overall, at least. This is a very robust, really tasty, somewhat bitter, a big stout, a really big stout, and it's a fantastic taste and sipper. It's one you want to sip. It's not one you want to just chug down for more reasons than one. So I'm going to give the fresh 2013 edition of Bell's Expedition Stout. I can't even remember what I gave it before, but it's close to a 10, but it's not quite a 10. I don't round up, so Bell's 2013 edition of their Expedition Russian Imperial Stout. Gonna get a 9.5 out of me, so till next time everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.